Jay, you wanna take the minutes?
Sure.
Jason, take the bills.
Only change I see in the minutes is, for myself, I abstained from approving the minutes, because that's when I was out in California, not, I'm down as a yes. We just need to change that. That's the only correction I'm
Right.
finding so far.
I found that too, and I
Okay.
already made the correction, so
All right.
we need to change.
The next three are just all correspondence.
Yeah, on the correspondence, I want to make sure the correspondence with Hopkins, Sawyer, and Tomanowski, this relates to the,
Subdivision.
restart of the subdivision on Deanna Drive. I've got a meeting tomorrow planned with the town planner and our chairman of the planning board. We're gonna go over and be sure we have everything lined up, because the contractor does wanna move on it. There is a difference of opinion whether or not the preliminary plot has been approved. I know, Bob, you haven't signed off on any roads or anything else, any drainage or anything. And we have to do public notice within 45 days, for a public hearing on it. And I think the applicant's jumping ahead of us a little bit, so we're gonna meet internally and just be sure we get everything
Understand.
set up, just so the board knows.
Okay.
Whereabouts on Taylor is this? Since the close one's too close and the far one's too far?
Is it Deanna Drive or
It's
Taylor?
The one from Hopkins, Sorby is
Oh.
associated with Taylor.
Taylor Road.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, he's got two of them. He's got the one that he's doing here in Boston for Dana Darling. That's right next to the the apartment still. He's finishing up on that. And then he's starting another one, Romanowski, over on Taylor Road, which is a separate one. And this is just a notification from the town, saying that their land is adjacent to ours, so as a courtesy. I don't think we can stop them. I think we claim that the board wanted
It's
to.
that one with that big farmer's field on the left, I think.
Is that 32 acres or something?
Yeah, where it comes around.
That's a long ways from our,
Yeah,
is it like it touches?
no, that's one up around the corner going to the log cabin.
Yeah, that's something.
Question, the Boy Scouts troop, I'll take that one. EMS Scottish, I'll take those. Surplus,
This is the amended one?
yeah, because they should have been under parks and they weren't, they were under highway, they should read under parks, that's why they just waited.
Do you want me to take that amend?
Take 4 and 5.
Yeah, Bob, can I ask you something on that? I found statutory authority for the board to approve sale of the town equipment, but not necessarily parks. So have you ever run into that before, or do you have any files on it, saying that's?
No, I think we sold a mower before under, remember we sold a mower a long time ago?
We did.
And we
Yeah,
did,
for bid, though.
we got.
We put it out for bid,
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
but
Well,
I don't know if we did a surplus, but
we did a surplus equipment and then we actually just listed it in the paper,
okay, and
because it
then,
wasn't worth sending.
and the other thing on both of these, I just put in minimum bid of none. However, it's up to the board. I mean, the board can put in whatever minimum bid they want.
Well,
And if the board wants to, I mean, don't, it's not set in stone, I just drafted it that way, so if you want it, now's the time to do it.
you know what, I was gonna go around and look at new trailers and ask them what this one would be like.
okay,
I'm gonna do that either Friday or next week.
okay, so
Do we wanna table it?
Say table.
I mean,
You can't hurt
if it's going to auction anyways, I mean, it doesn't matter whether it goes this week or next time.
The equipment auction's next month?
No,
It was a couple weeks ago.
that's already coming
That's
on.
gone. We're probably gonna put it on the internet on an auction if we wanna do that, or we just trade the trailer in on a new trailer.
Yeah.
But the truck, I mean, we're not gonna trade that in on a new truck, I mean, that's gonna go on the internet.
I think we'll just put 'em up
That
both
way
up on
we
the
don't
internet.
have to haul it anywhere to sell it,
Right.
Yeah, I don't wanna haul stuff around.
No, I mean,
Just
we
put
have
them
to
both
have
up on the internet, why don't we just get a.
Why don't we table for now?
Okay, get dollar amounts. Zach, then you wanna take Erie County Community Development Grant?
Are you gonna take the other two then?
We're just tabling, yeah. Jason, you wanna do the, John Collins? Will he be here tonight?
I don't know,
Probably not.
being a new member, I'm guessing no.
Yeah. Okay. Installation, you guys got it all? I was with, Tuesday, I was with the labor board, down at the highway building. I happened to stop down there with the electrician, and there was the labor board lady, and going through it. She was happy with the roof stuff going on, did a walkthrough. Did you see her there? I got it. She'll send us a report on it. I just happened to bump into her there. So, we got the 3 bids. Granat looks like it's the cheapest when you compare everything they're doing, so I told her we'd be approving this on Wednesday, get it moving forward. They're almost done with the roof, and we'll get this done. Jason, town parks, or the ponds, go ahead. I'll let you take care of that one.
So what I have on the ponds is, we're probably not, I mean, realistically, we're probably not gonna have the work done this year. Southern Reconstruction, when I spoke to Dennis over there, he said he could likely bid it for 2017, depending on if we wanted to wait. But if not, the 2 bids that we still have, after calling other contractors in the area is, I believe it's pronounced Secord and Secord. There's a $14,500 bid, and then Ingalls Site Development, they're at the $8,425. I know how you discussed the clay liner. They said with lily pads, it's almost impossible to guarantee that they won't damage the liner. They said obviously if you start ripping those up, it's a rhizome, it's gonna tear the clay out. So we don't have a guarantee, we can go in, we can cut them. They said it's hard to make a guarantee that they're not going to disturb that. With the
Can you get to it this year?
I don't know about this year. I
And
could
those
ask
two?
them if you wanted.
And typically, we bust into that clay, what's the worst case scenario with that?
Empty pond.
Well, it's gonna be empty anyways.
Yeah.
It's gonna be emptied out anyways.
Right.
I mean, the clay, if you work it up, it should pack back
See
together,
what I
I
mean.
mean,
Right.
clay is clay.
Mhm.
I'd like to get it done this year, so we're prepped for next season.
Right, well, if we, right, because if we don't do it now, then we won't be touching
Okay.
it until after
I
the fishing.
think
break.
we've done our due diligence on it and really tried to get
Move
as
ahead
many.
with
Yeah,
Right.
let's go ahead with it. If they can get it done this year, let's just get it done with.
Okay,
Because it's clean and we're ready for spring fishing derby. We can restock, redo what we have to do. As long as you've got written down the other bids, the other places you called, keep them on file, make sure Mike's got a copy of that, and Kathy's got a copy of that too. And like Bob said, worst case scenario, if it pops up, if they rework it, even if we have to add a little clay into it, so be it.
okay, and Jay, just so you know, before you got here, I was letting everybody else know that the other part in regards to the ponds, that once the application is submitted to the DEC and the Army Corps of Engineers, the Army Corps of Engineers may, if they feel it's a wetland, either A, come back and stipulate additional protection has to be done, or additional work has to be set up to protect a protected wetland. So we won't know that, and my concern was, once I found that out, is that obviously work is dollars will change the price of that.
Any clause, I told her about the lights, I was telling those guys that we missed too. Lights on there too. So, yeah, hopefully they can get that done, and I think, like I said, I think it'll be good time to do it. Nobody, parks aren't really being used, we're winding down on football and everything, so perfect timing.
Okay.
Get it done and get out, and everyone's gonna be good. They're gonna take care of all the pumping out and see.
Pumping out is us.
Okay, is that, I know the fire company
Yeah.
said they would.
Well, that's what Pete had said a while back,
Mhm.
but I thought there's one discussion that we were gonna have Scott to pump out the pond.
Well, it's just running a pump, pumping out. The problem is the fish that are gonna be at the bottom.
Mhm.
So maybe the conservation,
Fish fry.
you say the conservation, we have some huge grass eating carp in there still.
2 left, I think.
Yeah. We
Out
can
of
run
4.
died in there.
2 died this year.
No,
3.
3 died?
We did lose that third one?
There was 3 dead the same day, wasn't there?
2.
No.
Is there 2?
2, 3.
So I pushed one down to one, and one,
We gotta come up with a game plan for some of the fish, at least try and catch as many as we can to dump.
You just wanna move them into the upper then?
We don't have a choice.
Okay.
We have to, I don't think we can put them, I don't think we can introduce them to the 18 mile. I don't think we're allowed to. Yeah, I think let's just put them up there. I don't think there's an overabundance in them anyways.
Not anymore, apparently.
No, I don't think it sustains it.
Well, I guess one option that we have, it's actually old, I have it in our old Conservation Advisory Council minutes. They used to let people, after the Derby, go ahead and fish and take home the fish. I know it says that you can't fish in the ponds, but essentially those fish are going to die off at some point, not anyway, whether it's, I mean, you have bass, you have trout,
Birds.
yeah, all decent fish, and I don't know if there's a legality of that, you know.
Let's just put them in the upper pond, catch what
Okay.
we can catch.
All right,
And we're gonna do the best we can to get them up there and, save what we can save. Okay, what do you have, Bob?
Leaf pickup's gonna start probably Monday. Brush has been over, we've done every street twice. We have wood chips, we're gonna have a lot of leaves. We only got one guy so far filled out one sheet for 5 truckloads, which is nothing. So I just wanted to ask the board if, nobody else wants them, they can dump them up in my place.
You're gonna take all the leaves from Weber subdivision?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever,
I don't have a
you know,
problem
we
with
don't
that.
have a place to dump.
Then we don't have to haul them up to here or Boston Homeless or?
And then, we got a lot of fill down there left this year. It's like most years we get rid of it all, but, I could use a few loads of fill too. I mean, we have nobody that's looking for fill right now. We got a lot of fill to get rid of.
What type of fill is it?
Sure.
Yeah, that's, I don't care, I think that we should just follow the same thing we did last year, is we're gonna just fill out the sheets and all that. Make sure it's on record, yeah, make sure it's on record and all that.
Now the guys are working on plow trucks, getting them ready, and, they got the leaf trucks just about both set up, so next week we're gonna start picking up the leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See the salt lines filled?
arms are full.
Good. All right.
Mr. Goldberg needs some more fill?
He's got enough issues.
I think, okay. No,
What do you got? Nothing? Okay, Town clerk?
I'll have a couple of notes.
Jay?
I'm-
You talked through the pond and everything.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think that's right. That was the biggest thing that I had, is the pond. Outside of that, just a reminder of the electronics event. I actually received, in the past couple of weeks, since the last meeting, ironically, people were asking about getting rid of their televisions. So, a reminder about Pat Galvin's event that he's sponsoring for electronics pickup. Just to, it's a recap of CAC. Reminder about the drug disposal event that's upcoming. And that's what I got.
I want to get together with you too. I have a gentleman who gave the hunting course to my kids and a few kids in town at the house.
Okay.
And he can, Boston hasn't had it in years and years and years, give a hunting course here.
Okay.
He can give he can give the hunter safety course and the bow course here. And he'd like to, I said maybe the spring, so as long as the board's gonna be okay with that, we can, start running here instead of kids going out to Fillmore and everything's very far away for a hunting course. The closest one I found was Michael's Banker facility and filled up in 2 minutes. And they only allow X amount of people in,
Okay.
because you have to have so many.
Conservation Society doesn't do it anymore?
I haven't had it done in years and years and years. So he's willing to do it, I just have to get together with you and get the board's approval,
Yep.
and he gives it, it's all for free. Everything's for free. So, I'd like to do,
You just need to-
yeah, and this gentleman gives it, he's a teacher, he's really good at it, so that would be
Cool.
great for residents here, Springville and the surrounding areas instead of traveling.
Yeah.
Okay. Zach, what do you got?
Just a reminder, next Tuesday down here at the potluck.
Okay. Michael?
Well, I just got one thing, then I have a few things for the going executive session. I'm working on the end of Chestnut Lane, and I've identified other property owners, not just Mr. Burns and the other gentleman, but the ones on the end, which would be Mr. Goldberg and Mr. Telak. And I'm trying to get a gauge in terms of who has an interest in how far that road actually goes. If anybody has a survey that was done recently, which would show where your property line would go in reference to the street, which is not improved, I'd appreciate it. I could just get a photocopy, but I don't need the original.
Last time I gave you a document, it's cost me a lot of trouble.
Okay, keep going.
And, so that's it.
Okay. Okay, good. The roof is going well, I think, down there.
Slow, I heard.
It's, well, the weather.
Yeah, was there an issue, did anybody tell these guys they couldn't work on Saturdays? Or is that just some confusion?
I think it's probably some confusion.
That's what I thought.
I think it's moving at a nice pace. It's all weather dependent on there, and, you know, we got, that phase will be done, and start with some electrical stuff. I was just talking with Bob about it. I didn't have the opportunity to sit with Bob this week. And the insulation, once it's approved, that's gonna be taken care of in those first two sections down there. And there's some repairs gonna be done on the building down there too. Some other electrical repairs, there's, I think, some new lighting and stuff like that. So that's going good. Other than that,
Nope.
nothing.
Nothing else.
Okay. Can you tell me what is it just about?
First of all, litigation, current litigation, pending litigation, and prospective litigation.
Okay. We make a motion to go into executive session based on the
Second.
conscious. All in favor?
Aye.
Nays?